where the Word of God becomes a flesh in Jesus. Our hands, because as I said, we are in one of complicated countries, means security is the most important thing in this country. Wissam is also from Nazareth, and this is our actually first place that we're gonna visit. We're gonna visit Nazareth. We're gonna visit the place where the Holy Family lived in, and actually the oldest name that the Christians was known for was An-Nasara, or in Hebrew Notzrim, because Jesus was from Nazareth. So anyone who would follow him now, they're following the one from Nazareth. Before we were called Christians, after that we learned that Jesus was actually the Christ. So that's gonna be our first stop. We're gonna visit the church in Nazareth, and we're gonna see also from, because I was born in East Jerusalem, so it's like being born in Kashmir. Are you Indian, or are you Pakistani, or are you Chinese, or are you what? So being born in East Jerusalem means I was neither Israeli and I was neither Palestinian. I repeated this 10 times. You understand? Everyone said yes. 8 people are missing. It took me 45 minutes to find them. I don't like to leave people behind. I don't want to leave people behind. But this 48 minutes means we did this trip to succeed. Otherwise, don't ruin it for the others, okay? We have time for shopping, no worries. We have some of the places, but that's why we're a huge group. We're not 10 people. We're 41. Okay, so please let's help each other. Being punctual when we leave the location. Follow me so I could make the explanations. Also, we can read from the Bible. Father also can read from the Bible from your own language. It's fine with me. But we move as a group. They dug a hole with a spoon and they managed to escape from the prison. Anyway, as I said again, here security is crucial, so it took them a couple of days when they found everyone eventually. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict, Gaza, Bikaron, Ashkelon, and Gat alongside. So Gaza, once upon a time, I think you heard about Gaza in the news, of course, and you heard about the rockets from there. I think to be executed, etc. It became legal by Constantine, the son of Elena. Okay? So we're talking about the 3rd century. He legalized the faith, although himself he was not Christian. His mother was Christian. Elena was Christian. Later on, before he died, yes, he converted. He legalized the faith, and by that, Christians start following the Christian faith. A lot of people start revealing their faith, that they were hiding it in secret. So the majority in the Holy Land was Christians. Till we have the Persian invasions in 614. Democracy. No, we're not allowed to get married. So we need to travel outside, get married outside the country, come back over here. They make it illegal by the Ministry of Interior, but there is a lot of complications. So, for example, I give you something. It's a little bit funny. There is, have you ever heard about the gay marriage? People who are gays. Some countries, they allow gay marriage. In Israel, it does not allow gay marriage because the Rabbanut, which is like the Jewish religious leadership, controls marriages. So for them, if intermarriage is not allowed, you think they're gonna allow gay marriage? Of course not. So I know a case about 2 people who they are gays. They get married outside the country, they come over here, they get recognition by the Ministry. A couple of years later, they decide they want to get divorced. And they get divorced. No. Because the only people who can divorce them are the Rabbanut. But before I got married, one of the first important things that was I agreed with my life that my children, my child, I have a son, he's almost now 1 year old, that he's gonna be baptized. And he's gonna learn about my faith. So she agreed, and that's why we continue together. So whether also they like it or not, he's gonna be baptized. And you're gonna also notice the difference between Israeli urban planning and also the Arab planning. So for example, this is an Israeli urban planning. And sometimes you will see it like more like European style. This is like something in modern planning, because now we have around 9 million people lives in Israel. Okay, so the Israeli population is 9 million. 20% or 25% are Arabs. Is organized building. It's in Israeli planning. Now when we go and visit Nazareth, you're gonna see that all of the houses are like on top of each other. Chaos. That is the Arabic urban planning, and there's a reason for it, because the Arabs before the Israeli independence, family was important for them. So if you yes, a lot of people they intend actually to stay in here. It's not eventually that bad country. Whenever we have like a bad political situation, and every couple of years we have a war. The only people who are actually, and unfortunately, that decides to leave the country and they don't want to be involved in this craziness are the Christian people.
പരിശുദ്ധ മറിയമേ തമ്പുരാന്റെ അമ്മേ, പാപികളായ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഇപ്പോഴും ഞങ്ങളുടെ മരണസമയത്തും തമ്പുരാനോട് അപേക്ഷിച്ചുകൊള്ളണമേ. പിതാവിന്റെയും പുത്രന്റെയും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവിന്റെയും നാമത്തിൽ ആദ്യം മുതൽക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴും എന്നേക്കും ആമേൻ.
നെല്ല് കുളഞ്ഞു കിടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അത് ഗോതമ്പാണോ? ഗോതമ്പ് ഈ ഫാൽക്കൺ കണ്ടോ? അവര് ആ കൃഷി സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് ഫാൽക്കൺ എലിയൊക്കെ ഓടിപ്പിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി.
Good morning, everyone. For the people who didn't meet me, my name is Joseph. I'm gonna be your guide for this whole tour. I was born in Jerusalem and I lived all of my life in Jerusalem. I come from actually a really mixed family. But I was raised as a Christian Catholic. Also, my mother was a Protestant, and she always protested against my father. But eventually, to walk out with that actually takes us to the northern side of the Galilee. So that's what we're gonna actually pass now to make it more shorter. The Carmelite Mountains are also mentioned in the Bible, and especially the stories that comes from the Old Testament. And what we call as Christians the Old Testament, for the Jews it's not really the Old, because they don't believe in the New. So the Jews called it the Tanakh or the Torah.
Tanakh or Torah.
So I see everyone is sleeping. I know you're tired.
This tunnel, either tunnel is.
I will
tunnel.
I will only point to the most important things. I will listen to you rest. I talk a lot, but you paid for it.
ആ മലയുടെ അകത്തുള്ള
bomb on him. It did not work. So all of these people were exiled to the north. So a lot of the Jewish religious people were sent to the north. So it is believed that the family of Saint Joseph, the non-biological father of Jesus, was descended from the house of David. Where is David from? Bethlehem. Also, there are desert, we have mountains, we have rivers, we have 3 seas, the Dead Sea, and the lowest point on planet Earth, and we have the Red Sea, and we have also the Mediterranean. So naturally it is beautiful, and historically it's one of the oldest. So even according to scientists, the first human started in Africa. Most of the country is 500 years old, was found in Israel, because Israel is a portal between Asia and Africa. So back then it was very important, as it is a strategical location that connects Asia and Africa and through the Via Maris, which is the international road that will later connect us to the Mesopotamia, which is the oldest empires, and Egypt. So that's why I love my country, because it has also a rich history, and it's also the birth of the monotheistic religions, Christianity, Judaism, and it's also important in Islam as well. And we will talk about it later. So I'm gonna share everything with you, the political aspect and also the religion as well. So I'm gonna share everything, no worries, okay? I'm here, and whenever there is a question, I will answer it.